I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Young Dolph versus YoGotti. Was it really over a B? Big Jook caught in the middle. But before I get started with this demonstration, if I could get you to hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. I want to send a blessings to everybody that's watching this on the replay. Blessings to everybody that's watching from the clouds. Blessings to all my moderators. Blessings to the whole rap squad. Blessings, buddy love. Blessings, buddy love. I see you down there. Blessings. Let me read this demonstration's disclaimer, and we'll get into this demonstration. Okay, the full life says notifications working. Good, good, good. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Blessings, 80s, baby. Blessings, 80s, baby. Blessings, the full life. So, we all know that there were tensions, there were issues between Young Dolph and YoGotti. We know that Young Dolph lost his life a few years ago. Many people believed YoGotti was behind it. Many people believed that YoGotti's big brother, Big Jook, dropped the bag on Young Dolph's head. And so many people believe that the killing of YoGotti's big brother, Big Jook, was behind the killing of Young Dolph. Now, I've heard really two theories on exactly what the beef between Young Dolph and YoGotti was all about. Y'all drop what y'all feel as though that beef was about. Now, we do know that when Dolph came out, Dolph was making diss records about YoGotti. We know that he was making diss records about YoGotti. We also know that Young Dolph was shot at several times. Several times, Young Dolph had been shot at. One particular time was in Charlotte when Young Dolph's van was shot up 100 times. Dolph came back and made a record about that altercation. 100 shots. Many believe that Black Youngster had some kind of involvement. Many people believe that Black Youngster rented the vehicle. Black Youngster brother was even shot and killed. Black Youngster was even shot himself. So there's a lot of street activity, a lot of violence going on around the YoGotti and the Young Dolph beef. What did it start from? Where did it kick off? What kicked it off? Was it really behind a female? Could a female have that much influence on two men, to where as though these two men engage in a deadly war. Now, if you study history, and if you know anything about history, this wouldn't be the first time that this happened. I mean, there were many wars, and there's probably going to be many more wars after this to come that's going to be just simply about a female. Is it the female's fault? In my opinion, no, it ain't the female fault. No, it ain't the female fault. It reminds me of the story of Adam and Eve. Was it really Eve's fault? It really wasn't Eve's fault. It really wasn't Eve's fault. It was the man's fault. Now, Eve had to take some accountability in it, but if you notice, God just didn't punish Eve. He punished the man. But back to the Dolph and the Gotti's beef. What did it start over? Mean to tell me it started over a female? Did it start over a baby mother? Did it start over a female that belongs to the community? What did it start over? Along with, allegedly, it had to do with a female. Word on the streets is that Dolph didn't sign with YoGotti. Allegedly, YoGotti was in his feelings. But for all the Dolph fans out there, and I want y'all to weigh in on this, we can't get around the diss records. And I know some people would say, but Shank, it's just rap. Once again, who are we to judge people on their clapback? Who are we to tell people how they should do their get back? Blessings, Ben Walker, blessings. Blessings, Ben Walker. I say it all the time. Before you condemn, before you judge, and before you tell the person that's doing the get back, before you tell them to be the bigger person, you got to actually go and sit down with the person that kicked it off. 80s baby says started over a female and over drugs. You can't tell me how to clap back, just like I can't tell you how to clap back. If somebody come up to you and smack you in your face, who am I to tell you be the bigger person? That's part of the game that mainly the people on the sidelines just don't get. See, the people that's in the game, they get it. They know how this thing works. Now, if allegedly Big Jook's killing was retaliation from young Dolph's killing, best believe YoGotti and YoGotti's camp, they understands it. They understand it. That comes with the territory. These are the type of things that come with the territory. And this is why I constantly preach to the young folks and even the old folks, men and women as well. It ain't worth it at the end of the day. This street stuff, this way of thinking, of doing things to people, it's not worth it. Because for surely believe, if you done something to this individual, if you done something to this person, you got to believe that the get back is somewhere upstairs in their head. It's there. Salute, Pee-wee. And that's why I said, I don't walk around with my chest on swole. I don't. Because I understand the territory. Just as quick as I can touch somebody, just as quick as I could get somebody touched, that's as quick as they could get me touched. So, okay, YoGotti got hit. Not YoGotti, I'm sorry. Young Dolph got hit. His life was taken from him. Now, for surely know that the get back is going to come. Them people on Young Dolph's side ain't going to let that slide. Why should they let it slide? They not going to let it slide. I'm speaking in the street terminology now. When it comes to the streets, once again, this is why I keep teaching and promoting. Look, leave the streets alone. It is what it is. You ain't going to win in the streets. Very few people win in the streets. Very few people win in the streets. So now we got to remember that Young Dolph was taking shots at Gotti in these records. He was dissing YoGotti in these records. So maybe it ain't had nothing to do as far as the killing of Young Dolph. Then maybe the beef did start over a female. Maybe the beef did start over him not signing. But it went to a whole new nother level when the diss records came. I'm telling you. Dolph took it to another level when it came to the diss records, because you got to think of respect. You got to think of power. But at the first thing, you got to think of respect. Dolph got little bitties out there for show, of course. So you got to think of it as respect, as YoGotti looking at it. I want to talk about a possibility of it being over Dolph not signing to YoGotti. And y'all help me understand this. Why would the violence? Because if it was over him not signing with Gotti, did Gotti get mad? Was Gotti in his feelings? And could that have brought on the type of violence? Because before Dolph lost his life, he was shot at multiple times. And like I said, the 100 shots when he was in Charlotte, when his van got shot up 100 times, man, they definitely wanted Dolph gone. Now, could we link that to Dolph not signing with Gotti? Was it that serious? So now we fast forward a little bit to the most recent situation, and that's Big Jook losing his life. Allegedly, Big Jook put the money on Dolph's head. Now, if he put the money on his head, then we pretty much already know the clapback. And if that's what the killing was over, as I stated before, us on the sideline, we just ain't gonna get it. Salute, Blue Devil G. Us on the sideline ain't gonna get it. But those that's in it, they get it. They know exactly what it was about. And they get it and they understand. But if it started, salute Tanzas, if it started over a beef between Gotti and Dolph, and the beef was over a female, what in the hell do Big Jook got to do with it? And this is why I tell people, and I've done demonstrations years ago, everybody's fight it's not your fight. Sometimes you just got to stay out of it. Sometimes you just got to stay out of it because everybody's fight is not your fight. Sometimes you got to let two people slug it out. Sometimes. So if this is the situation, if it was, about a female, and if it was between Gotti and Dolph, and if it was about a female, and then Jook hopped in, and I get it, that's little brother. Big Jook is the big brother. So I get it, look, I ain't gonna let nothing happen to my little brother. But as I stated before, sometimes you got to step aside because everybody's fight is not your fight. The fight that you jump in could be the fight that you lose your life behind. And that happened a lot of times. And I'm sure many of y'all can tell me situations that y'all know about. So-and-so ain't had nothing to do with it. And so-and-so jumped into that fight. And so-and-so ended up losing their life. So we got to be careful. So Big Jook, now he's the latest casualty. Lost his life in his late 40s. In his late 40s. YoGotti's brother, Big Jook, shot, killed outside Memphis restaurant. They stretched him out right in front of his mother, right in front of Mom Dukes. Allegedly, Mom Dukes is about that life. Allegedly, Mom Dukes is with it. But I don't care how much you is about that life. I don't care how much you with it. If you lose a loved one, especially a son, if you lose a son right in front of you, you're going to be traumatized. You're going to be traumatized. So you could bet that she's definitely going to be traumatized behind this. To see your son laid out, stretched out, body leaking. So at the end of the day, was this worth it? Those that's in the streets, they done already told me, Shank, it is what it is. Live by the sword, die by the sword. But each demonstration that I bring to y'all, I always focus in on not too much of the individual that lost their lives, but I focus in on letting that be a warning to us that still have our lives. Let that be a warning right there, because Big Jook can't come back. He's gone. He's a goner. He's done. So we have to learn from that, and we have to see it for what it is. I'll ask the question again. The young Dolph versus YoGotti, was it really over a B? And what do Black Youngster have to do with this? As I stated earlier, allegedly, Black Youngster rented the vehicle. I believe either the vehicle, and I believe, because I got to remember, it's been a minute since I really covered this case, but I think Black Youngster rented the vehicle in one of those shootings. I believe it was the black van that was hit 100 times. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I do know that allegedly Black Youngster allegedly rented a vehicle. Salute, Ronnie. Salute, Ronnie. Appreciate you for pulling up, Ronnie. Salute. So what was it all about? Maybe y'all can help me understand this. What exactly was it all about? You mean to tell me young Dolph against YoGotti was really over B? Rico Dub says that coochie be proud of the wars and loss of life like this that started over that whack. And that's exactly what I opened up in this demonstration. The coochie, this won't be the first incident that the coochie started a war. And it ain't gonna be the last. What is it for men? Like, y'all help me understand this. Now, I have to raise my hand. I've almost was in some altercations when it came to it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, when I was on my square-ish, before I became seasoned, I almost was in some altercations. What is it about the kitty cat, y'all? What is it about the kitty cat? Is the kitty cat that good? Or is it a man's ego? Is it a man's pride? Let me know. What do y'all think it is? Is it really about how good the kitty cat is? Or is it about a man's pride, his ego? Ronnie says it's powerful. Yes, it's very powerful. The kitty cat is very powerful. I mean, let's just be honest. The kitty cat is the doorway for millions and billions and trillions of people to enter this world. The kitty cat. Buddy Love says millionaire simps with feminine emotions. That's excellent, buddy. 80s baby said it's a man ego. But do y'all realize how we all got here? Some people will say God put us here. But how did God put us here? And how did God get us here? Through the kitty cat. He just didn't snap his fingers and we became. Full Life says can be both depending on the situation, a complicated situation. Even if you believe the conception of Jesus Christ, even if you believe that Jesus was born of a virgin, Jesus, even if you believe that, how did he get here? How did Jesus enter the world? He came through the kitty cat. He came in through the kitty cat. As I stated in the previous demonstration, if it's a female and she belongs to the community, if it's a female and she's ratchet, that's not a type of female that any man should be getting into with another man. Full Life says, this is my type of conversation right here. I can say that. I appreciate you, Full Life. Some people will say, ain't no female worth getting into with another man. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. If it's a virtuous woman, if a man attacks your woman, then you're supposed to defend your woman. You're supposed to defend your woman. If a man attacks your woman, it might be a situation you and your woman might be out. And this happens all the time. You and your woman might be out. And my man over here, he might wait until y'all might be at the club. And my man over here might wait until you go to the bar or wait until you go to the bathroom and then slide up on your woman. That has happened a lot of times. and he slide up on your woman. Now, your woman being the woman that she is, she's a virtuous woman. Salute, Veronica. So she's telling my man, hey, I got a man. I'm okay. And he's still pushing the line. And she like very respectfully to him, I'm with somebody. I'm with somebody and my man here. Please don't disrespect me and my man. Now, she respectfully gave him the 411. She gave him the information. Look, I'm with somebody and I'm just not interested in you. Now, my man, he gets real disrespectful with her. Start calling her all kind of B's. You coming from the bar or you coming from the bathroom and you asking your woman, babe, is everything okay? What's going on? And she tells you what happened. My man, he gets out of pocket with you. He start disrespecting you and calling you a bunch of punk bees and what he gonna do to you and all of that. All right, my man, you got all of that. Most men, but some men are engaged with him off the rip. But most men, when we out with our women, we ain't trying to entertain that because we out with our woman and we trying to have a good time. So you tell my man, hey, bro, I ain't entertaining that. All right, you got all of that, no problem. But my man over here keep pushing the line. He keep disrespecting you and your woman. A man can only put up with so much. Eventually, you're going to respond back. That's a different scenario. That's a completely different scenario. I get a man that if he gets physical with another man in that kind of situation, I get that. But in these situations, whereas though you have, a woman that's for the community, you got a woman that's a hoe, and she's for the community. She's a hoe. Nah, you don't get into nothing over that. You don't get into nothing over that. Same way when it comes to the baby mothers. You know your baby mother. You know the type of baby mother you got. I know the type of baby mother I got. As men, we all know the type of baby mothers that we got. If you got one of them baby mothers that's staying-ish, if you got one of them baby mothers that's always up in your face, popping-ish, nah. That's a baby mother that you keep it moving. If you got a baby mother that's smashing you got a baby mother that's smashing your op, and your baby mother knows that that's your op right there, nah. So it's different scenarios, it's different situations. But let's try to narrow the young Dolph and YoGotti's beef down. Let's narrow it down. If it was actually over a female, all right, if it was over a female, what happened? What happened? Because there's a lot of theories and a lot of opinions out there on that. What exactly happened in their beef over this female that caused a domino effect of all this violence? What happened? Did Dolph try to push up on Gotti's baby mother? Did Gotti try to push up on Dolph's baby mother? Was Gotti smashing Dolph's baby mother the same time Dolph was smashing her? Was Dolph smashing Gotti's baby mother? What happened? What happened? Because to me, it being over a B and it being over because Dolph didn't sign with Gotti, that's the most pettiest ish I've ever heard. I'm just calling a spade a spade. But we know 9 out of 10 wars that's between men is over some petty ish. How did Big Jook get involved? We got to think about it. Allegedly, Big Jook is the one that was really in the streets. Allegedly, Big Jook is the one that had the connections to the killers in the streets. Now, I'm sure Gotti, whether Gotti spent time in the streets or not, I'm sure Gotti had connections to some killers. We all got connections to some killers, especially nowadays. Nowadays, killers is all over. Nowadays, everybody got at least 3-4 killers in their family. Nowadays, so how did Big Jook get caught in the middle? How did Big Jook get caught in the middle? Could it have been drugs involved? Pee Wee says, bro, you can't fight over something that don't really belong to you. And even your wife really don't truly belong to you. But as I stated, there are some cases where if it comes down to it, you're going to have to defend your woman in some cases. But even in them cases, it's just still a proper way on how to handle it. Even if a man disrespects your woman, even if a man disrespects your wife, it's still a proper way to handle the altercation. Sometimes, fellas, sometimes, not all the times, sometimes you're going to have to diffuse the situation. Sometimes your old lady, sometimes your woman might consider you a chump. Sometimes your woman might consider you weak because you have to diffuse a situation. For my brothers out there that been in the prison and done time, y'all know exactly what I mean. Because sometimes, bro, it just ain't worth it. Hey, bro, I just came home. Hey, bro, I'm on probation. I'm on parole. Hey, bro, I got a 10-year suspended sentence hanging over my head that I'm going to have to back up, that I'm going to have to do, not my woman. So my woman, she could consider me weak all she want to. She could consider me a chump all she want to. Because if I violate my parole, if I violate this probation and got to back up that suspended sentence, guess what? Guess who ain't going to be in that can with me? My woman ain't going to be in that can with me. So sometimes you're going to have to diffuse the situation. And she might look at you and be like, damn, you weak. Nah, baby, I ain't weak. It's just this situation ain't worth me getting on some gangster-ish. I can't get on some gangster-ish all the time. Gangster-ish don't recall all altercations. So sometimes as men, we're going to have to diffuse these situations. Like I said, hey, bro, all right, I got all of that, bro, no problem. Now, if my man keep pushing the line, if he keep pushing the issue, then yeah, bro, yeah, you're going to have to handle your business. But there's always ways around of handling these altercations. We dying out here. We dying out here. Our kids is dying out here. Rico says, if one told God a hoe, you will be working for the rest of your life with no retirement. Blessings, TT. Salute, TT. Appreciate you for pulling up. Blessings, TT. For Life says, right on. So many black men didn't do what you just said. I know. I've been there. And I seen it. I seen it. And then you be like, damn, I could have done, because another thing that we got to realize, and this, I want y'all to hear me. A sucker, a clown, a goofy ain't worth you losing your freedom, ain't worth you losing your life, ain't worth you losing what you established. So you mean to tell me I'm established? You mean to tell me I got it going on, I'm doing my thing, and you mean to tell me this goofy that ain't got nothing going on for itself, you mean to tell me this clown, you mean to tell me this sucker that's broke, busted, and disgusted and can't be trusted, you mean to tell me I'm going to risk what I got to entertain him? He ain't got nothing. So he ain't worrying about losing nothing. He ain't worrying about, yeah. And if y'all notice, it's always the people that ain't got nothing that test your gangster the most. Drop a 1 if y'all feel me. It's always the ones that don't got nothing. It's always the ones that's broke, busted, and disgusted and can't be trusted that will test your gangster. Pee-wee says when she is showing loyalty to you is one thing. When she respects you and she not going to control the situation. Facts. Facts. Blessings, Leslie. Blessings. Blessings. So I'm just saying for us fellas, for us fellas, we got to stop, because it's not the lady's fault. It's not. But we got to stop letting our pride and our ego get in the way. We got to stop thinking, because the first thing your old lady going to say to you, all my fellas that done time, they can vouch for the first thing your woman going to say to you. I ain't tell you to shoot him. I ain't tell you to kill him. And if she don't say that, she going to be out here smashing other folks, and she ain't going to be thinking about you. Learn the game. Learn the game from us that's seasoned veterans. That's all I'm trying to say. You ain't got to learn it from Shank Rock. It's a whole lot of other seasoned vets that's out there that could put y'all up on some game. Look, do your thing. Get your money. Smash as many bras as you would like. Do your thing. But just learn from us seasoned veterans on how to move proper. It could cost you, it could save you your freedom, it could save you your life. It be them cats that don't have nothing going on trying you because they don't have ish going on. That's facts. Men need to learn to let it go. I mean, and I get it. And James says, like I said before, prisons and graveyards are full of egos. Y'all got to think about your loved ones that you're going to hurt. Y'all got to think about the pain that you're going to put on your mother. Y'all got, that's the pain. That's what you got to focus on. That's what you got to focus on. Mom Dukes. Mom Dukes. Mothers, they love their daughters. And all the mothers out there can vouch for this. Mothers love their daughters. But when it comes to a mother's son, that love and that bond that mother got for her son, now just imagine the pain that you're going to inflict as a son. Imagine the pain that you're going to inflict on your mother. You'll crush Mom Dukes. Us old timers, we ain't trying to run y'all lives. We ain't trying to make y'all do what we want y'all to do. We ain't trying to do none of that. We just trying to give back. We just trying to show y'all a better way. That's all, man. That's all. We just trying to show y'all a better way because we made it. We made it. Y'all think as young, y'all think y'all got it bad? Hell no. Y'all got it easy. Y'all got it easy. It's easy nowadays to be in the streets. It's easy nowadays to gang. That shit easy nowadays. During our time, during the first generations and the second generations, you really had to be with it. You had to fight. You had to fight. So just listen to us. That's all. And if we ain't saying something that y'all don't like, fine. But at least listen to us. And me as an old timer, I'll listen to you. I listen to young folks all the time. Talk to me. Let me know how you feel. I don't have no problem with listening to the young folks because, believe it or not, just as well as I could sharpen up a young folk on his game, a young brother or sister can sharpen me up. So we all need to listen to each other, in my opinion and my perspective. But we just trying to prevent y'all from going down that road that we went down. See, what y'all know about crackheads and dope fiends. So it's more easy for y'all to maneuver around it from becoming addicted to these drugs. With us, crack hit the hood, turned the hood upside down. I'll drop the link. Salute Goon, salute OG Patrice. I'll drop the link because I want to hear the perspective of other folks as far as, was the young Dolph and YoGotti beef, was it really over a female? Somebody hit the panel with me. Somebody joined the panel and help me understand. Was it over a female? Was it over Dolph not signing with Gotti? What sparked it? What sparked it? We as blacks, people should be sick of seeing our children's name on the shirt because of senseless death. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. Shooting up the schools? Nah, bro. Nah. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not promoting violence. Wait till you catch my man away from school. No. If it's that serious. If you really need to get at him somewhere else, not in school. I say it all the time. It's fun and games when it's happening to somebody else. It's fun and games. And I got to say this about Mob James. It was fun and games when Mob James and his brothers was taking the lives of other people. All that was fun and games for them. But as soon as Mob James' brother get killed, Mob James don't want gangbang no more. Soon as Mob James' brother get killed, Mob James want to denounce gangbanging. Mob James want to walk away from the Pyru card. He ain't Pyru no more. He ain't banging blood no more. But it was all fun and games when you and your family, your brothers, was taking the lives of people. See, as a people, that's how twisted in the head we are. As long as it ain't in our backyard, as long as it ain't happening to us, we could care less. But the second it happened to us, we gotta stop the killing. So now Big Jook has lost his life. He's out of here. Is Gotti going to retaliate? Is CMG going to retaliate? Y'all ain't doing nothing but making the feds' job easy. Y'all ain't doing nothing but making the alphabet boys get closer and closer and closer. The feds know exactly what it was about. The feds got y'all phones tapped. The feds got informants out of y'all group. The feds got agents. The feds know they building the case, Gotti. Salute Empress, salute Empress, salute Lori B. So at the end of the day, is this worth it? All that you work for, all that you work for, in hours and seconds, gonna just crumble. Losing Dolph was so devastating to Memphis. Everything going on in this war goes international. They love Dolph down there in Memphis. They love Dolph down there in Memphis. It's the same way with the Tupac. They love Tupac out on the West Coast. They love Tupac in California. Biggie, why would you go? Puffy, why would you have Biggie go? And you know them folks love Tupac out there. You know it wasn't going to be nothing nice for Biggie. Gotti, CMG, Memphis, they love y'all. Don't get me wrong. But they love Dolph too. People have religion without having clean living. Clean living can avoid some of these problems. Make the Jesus stand something real. That's facts. And me and Buddy Love, we chop it up about this a lot of times. They talk Jesus. They talk Yahshua. Because we know that there wasn't a J in the alphabet during that time. So we know Jesus wasn't and isn't his real name. But that's another demonstration. That's another demonstration. You can't accept an award. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. And you promoting violence. I spoke on this on a previous demonstration about the white automobile, the white vehicle. What message is being sent here? Dolph got hit. The suspects was in a white vehicle. Just off of this, can we say that that's the message that whoever hit Big Jook is from Dolph's camp? Look, you hit us, you hit Dolph in the white vehicle. We're going to hit y'all in the white vehicle so you know exactly where it's coming from. Drop a 1 if y'all feel that that could be a possibility. Drop a 1 if you feel that that could be a possibility. Some people might say, Shank, a white vehicle, you reaching too hard with this one, Shank. But could it be? Rico does drop the 1. Could it be? Because another thing that I want to say, Just because Big Jook was gunned down, it don't necessarily mean that it was retaliation from Dolph's camp. It don't necessarily mean that it was retaliation from Dolph's camp. It could have been a new beef. It could have been an old beef. Possibility. Now is the perfect time, especially with the allegations that's out there with Jook putting the bag on Dolph's head. So this could have been an old beef. This could have been a new beef. This could have been somebody like, now's the perfect time. Because when we hit them, they going to automatically put it on retaliation from young Dolph's killing. Maybe it was something else. I got you, Slim. Slim says, welcome to the South. I got you. The dirty, dirty. I remember when I first heard that phrase, the dirty, dirty. And it took me a minute to get it. Memphis, Mississippi, ATL, Florida, Louisiana, the dirty, dirty. That's how they get down. Do y'all realize that Memphis been number one for a lot of years? Do y'all realize the homicide rate in Memphis? Do y'all realize the crime rate in Memphis? Do y'all realize just how dangerous Memphis is? You got Chicago, you got LA, you got New York, you got Jersey, you got DC, you got Baltimore, you got Cincinnati, you got a lot of other cities. You got Indiana, Gary, Indiana. You got Milwaukee, Detroit, but they say ain't nothing like Memphis. They say Memphis is a war zone. They say Memphis has always been a war zone. They say, please stay out of Memphis. Memphis people even tell you, please stay out of Memphis. It's a war going on down there. Bodies dropping left and right. We know that Dolph is from Chicago, but Dolph came to Chicago when he was young. James says, Shank, ever notice all the first 48, the majority of the episodes are from the South? Yeah. 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 I noticed it, James. Slim says Pimp C got snaked too. Full Life says all those cities dangerous. I agree. You named the top 10 without looking it up. Yeah. 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 I mean, dangerous. It got me second guessing going to these cities. I second guess any city, period, because just how dangerous it is. Just how dangerous it is. We are in some dangerous times. But I just keep hearing about the Dolph and Gotti. I just keep hearing that it was all over a female. And in the very beginning, that's all I would hear. It was over the baby mother. More people say it was over a female than it was over Dolph not signing with Gotti. Most people say that it was over a female. And even the ones that say it was over Dolph not signing with Gotti, they still mix the female in it. They'd be like, it was over Dolph not signing with Gotti, and it was over a female. But pretty much everybody, a couple people say that it was just about Dolph not signing, but most everybody feel like it was over the female. Full Life says, baby mamas is different, period. Let me ask another thing I want to ask y'all. When should a person get out of the streets? When should a person leave the street life alone? Because for me, I just can't understand how you're worth millions and millions of dollars. I can't understand this right here. I can't understand this right here. Maybe y'all that's from the South, maybe y'all can help me understand this. I'm not originally from the South. Rico says, YoGotti could have started to preach peace after the first attempt on Dolph's life. That would have changed the game in Memphis. I agree. Slim says, jealous and envy. Is the jealous and envy in the South, is it that bad? Is it that bad? Once again, I'm not from the South, so I need y'all to help me understand. So the jealousy and envy in the South is that bad? Dang. Dang. Checking my email, y'all. Originally, I was going to do this demonstration yesterday at 9:30. Then I changed it to today till 9:30. My schedule got hectic. Then I know Straight Drop name had been mentioned. They were saying Straight Drop was the killer. the South has nothing to do with more jealousy and pride. It's these folks' ego, no matter where you at. That's what I was going to say also. Salute, Snapping Turtle. That's what I was going to say also. Like, that's even like that in the North. It's even like that in out West, like the Nipsey Hussle demonstration. Like, how you get murked by your own set? How you get murked by your own gang? Y'all know the Nipsey Hussle demonstration. How you a rolling 60 and a rolling 60 push your wig back? I don't understand this. I don't. Somebody make it make sense. I don't understand it. Why is it you? I just can't get it. Everybody's struggling down here, so the jealousy and envy is real. How you a rolling 60 and a rolling 60 push your wig back? Salute, Spoken Facts. Salute. Sounds like a match candidate to me, because as of today, he doesn't remember. I'm not going to hold y'all that much longer. I'll say it again. We got to learn there's such thing as karma. And when karma spin the block, can't get mad. When karma spins the block, can't get mad. Live by the sword, die by the sword. If it was all over a female, and I get where you coming from, Slim, and any and everybody, but if it was all over a female, Snapping Turtle says a Manchurian candidate is a government assassin that was hypnotized to do a crime. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Y'all leave me a comment in the comment section. Everybody that's watching this on the replay. Also, everybody that's down there in the chat. Because y'all ain't say too much in the chat. But y'all let me know in the comment section, because I want to do a part 2 to this. But y'all let me know in the comment section. Young Dolph versus YoGotti. Was it really over a female? Let me know. Shank, we came up when crack came into the black community. And what did everyone do? Start killing each other over the block. It's a never ending. And you're right. You're right. And I will say for us, I spoke on this last night. Us, that's Generation X, we fumbled the ball. We fumbled the ball, and we got to take accountability. I have to take accountability. That's one of the reasons why I come before y'all and I try to give back. I try to teach, you know, and I just try to get folks to just listen and let us try to come up with solutions. It ain't an overnight process. It's not. But I do take full responsibility in my actions and what I've done to destroy the community. Generation X is here. Now, for us, Generation G, for us, that was part of and is a part of Generation X. Y'all know how we were. They say Generation G is 3 times worse than Generation X. And it shows every day. Because the things that they do in a million years, I wouldn't have done. The things that they do, none of my partners wouldn't have done. The things that they do, none of y'all wouldn't have done. So if we was Generation X, and if we was wild, and if we was off the hook, they say Generation G is 3 times worse than Generation X. If you would like to support the channel, the Cash App is $ERICMCINT. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Salute Diane. Salute Diane. I'm not sure the next time I'll go live. What's the day? Friday. I might go live later on this evening. I might, in fact, do an all-nighter. I'm not sure. I might do a Shanquilla Robinson demonstration. Slim says the pig's fault too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I might do a Shanquilla Robinson demonstration at 10, or I might come back and do another Big Jook, the latest update on the Big Jook. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I got most of y'all Instagram handles, so I will send the links to most of y'all. Salute everybody. I'll see y'all later. But I don't want to do this no more, Miss Parker.
What? You don't want to do this shit no more, nigga?
You're not listening to me, Miss Parker. And you know, with the demonstration that I've done, we gotta agree to disagree.
The fuck you thought? We was going back to the mud with this shit? Huh? It's part of life for you. It's part of the pussy for me.
All right, Miss Parker.
But at the same time, we need to know where you got that information from, because my partner
street.
did nothing like that.
From the streets.
Nah.
The streets be talking. That's right.
And why would you bring this up right now, TT, knowing that Miss
She
Parker's going
asked
through her
me.
situation?
She called and asked me. I didn't bring it up. She called and asked me, and I'm a real friend, so I'm gonna tell the truth about it. So
well, then tell the whole
truth. Trying to check me about it. It's what
the
the
whole
TT, I thought you was being my friend through my situation.
Of course, I'm being your friend.
Not put it on knowledge. I can't.
That's what they are saying. That's what they are saying, not me. That's what they're saying. I'm telling you what they're saying.
Who is they?
The streets, nigga. The streets.
Okay, I'm on my way out to where you at. Okay.
Okay.
You make sure the niggas in the streets know I'm on my way out there.
The streets take care of the streets.
All right, then.
Wait. Why is it so dark in here? I can't feel my legs. Why can't I feel my arms? What's happening?
Dice, I need you, man.
Don't call my real phone with that bullshit, my nigga.
I need to get out of town, man.
Goddamn, dog.